grass. Since the Igbos are claiming to be stubborn and they refuse to give us their land in peace, it will be taken by force, and the entire southeast will be raided and taken over by herdsmen. The southeast will boil any moment from now. It is an insult that the Igbo do not value anything that has to do with cow, only their business and money, and yet they eat cow meat. This is coming from Sidika Gidado, a member of Meyeti Allah. Okay, how do you describe his statement? Is it a threat?
No, it's a prophetic statement, and okay. I really appreciate it because you know, some of our people, when you tell them all these things, they don't believe it. You know, this is a statement they have been nursing for a very long time in their hearts, that Igbo Biafran people didn't want them to come to their land. And then when you look at it from the other way around, the Igbo Biafrans are the highest consumers of cow, so they are right all along. We have been telling our people to do whatever they can in their power to avoid cow meat, but our people will not listen. If you go and tell them, they'll give you one reason or the other. Now they are bringing that cow to your doorstep. That is to tell you that your farms are definitely gone, because when they bring it, how will they graze it? They will graze it in your farm, because I don't see any empty space that is not being owned by anybody in Biafran land. So they are going to graze it just like they have been doing. So they want to establish it now, and anybody who is going to put up a resistance is the person they will strike. That is when they tell you that southeast is going to boil. They are very damn serious about it. But what is our leader doing? They are not doing anything, because they believe that most of them don't have their farms here. Do you know that Peter B, Rochas, Okorocha, most of them, they have farms in Abuja and Nasarawa State? So these are the kind of people we have as our leader in Biafra. They don't even have farm here. They have farm over there in Hausa land. And you know that very place is a coast land. Now they have used their mouth again to also establish it as a fact that our land is blessed. Our grass is proteinous. Anything that comes from our land is blessed, and it makes their cows look fresh. And what they are saying is completely truth, because there was one particular time about 3 years ago, when we went down to the southeast, we passed through the Okigwe axis, and we saw a lot of cows there. And the people that are traveling with me, they were shouting, say, these cows, are they being fed with fertilizer or what? They look, they grow very, very fat, and they look more double, as in, or triple than the ones we have in the north, because the ones we have in the north, they are looking very unkempt, very, very untidy and unhealthy. So that is to tell you that what they are saying is true, and this time they meant business. So it's a prophetic statement. The only thing is that our people, we've been saying it even before now. Mazin Namdekan have prophesied it, that this is who they are coming. They are coming. They can use any reason as an excuse to come. Now cow is one of the reasons, and he at least said that we hate cow. And you know, for you to be a Nigerian, for you to be recognized as a Nigerian citizen, the love of cow is the root of the love of one Nigeria. If you don't love cow, if you don't behave like cow, and if you are not ready to accept cow as your brother and your sister, if you are not ready to accept cow in your life, like people will tell you to accept Jesus Christ in your life, if you are not ready to accept cow in your life, then you are gone. Then you are going to face the worst type of genocide you have never seen in your life before. So this is the time for our people to open their eyes. This is the time for them to wake up. Forget whatever stupid tribalistic statement you are making, or whatever gossip you are listening to. These people now, they see all of us as one. We are all one Biafra, and anybody that is inhabiting this very particular space, they are coming. The only way now to resist them is to be united. Unite. IPOB have already set the pace, and everybody should join their hands together and make sure that we form a defensive mechanism to resist these people when they will eventually come. Because if not, then I don't know, the reverse might be the case. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Master Elvis, what do you also have to say about this statement coming from this Sidika Gidado? They are coming for the southeast because we are very stubborn, and of course he made a statement that we hate everything about their cow, yet we eat cow meat.
My sister, my own take on it is that they are wasting time. They don't have to say anything. The land belongs to them. Let them keep coming now, so that people we know that IPOB is not joking. That what they are doing and what we are saying is fanatically truth. because up till now, people are seeing the IPOB agitations as mirage. You know, when you see things as mirage, you don't believe in what people do there. You just keep saying that these people are toothless bulldogs. So I welcome them. Let them just, they should stop talking. Let them start bringing in the cows and the land, because let the stubborn flies begins to feel the heat immediately. So the land belongs to them. It is their land, so they can do whatever thing they want to do concerning that. If Biafrans wants to really rise up and respect and honor what our leader has just said, left for them, it's up to them. Then if they don't want, let them keep watching and nothing mega. Alawo to alawa line, nothing mega here. But something is happening, so that they will believe, because when Thomas did not believe that someone could die and raised up until he touches the hole of the nails where the nail passed through. So he now began to believe. So let them right now begins to come immediately. It's a welcome development. I love that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's look at the next one here. Give us grazing land, feed and medicine in Abia. Mieti Allah begs Governor Ibazu. Hassan Buba, the Abia State Chairman of the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Magban, has called on the Governor of the state, Dr. Okezi Ibazu, to give member land. Buba, who made the call in an interview with reporters in Omaha, the state capital, on Tuesday, posited that the Ibazu-led administration should consider giving them some plots of land so that they can carry out their grazing peacefully without going into people's farms. The herdsmen's leader, who spoke through the secretary of the group, Abubakar Buba, held the existing peace between them and the people of the state. He pleaded for an area to be given to the herdsmen to do their business and feed for their cattle, so that they won't have any reason in entering people's farmland for search of feed. We are also soliciting support to the governor, promising to maintain the peace between the state, its citizens and herders in Abia. Okay, so now coming to ask for a parcel of land in Abia.
If it is money from a group, I mean, how logical is it for you as a businessman? You are begging the government of the state to give you land for free for you to do your business, whereas the Biafrans or the Igbos, if I may put it that way, all the land, I mean all the places where they do business, all the places they are domiciled in, both in the north, both in the east, both in the west, even outside the zoo country called Nigeria, all of them they suffer for it. They have the CFO. So these people now, if they are really sincere in what they are talking about, why can't they buy those land? Than for them to beg the government. Of course, we have useless people as government and governors in our land. You know that the other idiot, what is it called, Devil Omahe in Ebonyi State, do you know that he gave order, I mean late or attack to come and be unleashing crime on the people, on the poor mothers and poor farmers over there? Now these people again, why can't all of them be concentrated in one place? Now that OKZ have given, I mean what is it called, Devil Omahe have given them a free place to build the biggest mosque in Africa and to have a lot of land. Why can't they concentrate in one place so that when it will start we will know where they are? But they are now, Rochas is giving them land. They now want to also to be fully established in Abia province of Biafran land, so that they can round the whole of Biafran land, so that when they will carry out their jihad, it will be very, very easy for them, because they say Biafran land is landlocked. That is why it is very, very hard for them to start up a jihad. They are still yet to understand the terrain of Biafran land, because it is not just like porous as the northeast. The farmland is a secluded area, so now that is why they want each and every government and to give them land in every local government for them to graze and for them to be established. Like I explained to you yesterday, this is exactly how they used to come in. You know, when they came into the north, they came in as ordinary strangers and demanded for just given to them by ignorant Hausas and the northerners. The next thing they do is they started grazing, behaving normal like a human being. The next thing they they brought in their people in number able enough to carry out a jihadist war, and before Biafra is not yet recognized as a state. It's just like a territory, an enclave. They conquered everything and instilled their jihadist belief. This is exactly the tactics. Okay, the first article, I mean this second to the last article you just read now, they are saying that the Igbos are stubborn, you know, to give them the land for them to do. This time is going to boil. They are going to take it by force, which means as they are asking for this land in a peaceful manner from OKZ and from other people in the other misleaders in Biafran land, very soon they will not have to do that again. By the time they prepare their jihadis, they will take those land by fire and by force, and they will do whatever they want to do with it. That is exactly what all this thing is pointing at. But it's just that our people are too blind to see it. Even if, as we are explaining it to them now, they will still not believe it, they will still not understand. They have eyes, they cannot see, they have ears, they cannot hear the truth. They even have mouth, they cannot speak the truth. And that is why evil is accepted as a way of life in our land. Okay, what about the place they have been settling? What happens to that place? Why are they demanding extra land again? Because I am very, very aware of the place they have been staying for a very long time. When we talk about farmers headers clash, I mean, that statement, it pains me a lot. I don't like to hear it. It is farmers, I mean, it is a herdsmen invasion. They invaded those villages, they kill farmers and they kill people. So how can you say it is a farmer headers clash when the farmers did not even have any way of defending themselves or fighting back the headers? But because of you know, brown envelope journalism that is going on in Nigeria, they tag them bandits, and instead of calling them by their real name, which is terrorists, they tag them bandits and they invade people's home, and you call it a farmers headers clash, which is not very, very okay. So it is very, very pathetic indeed.
All right, thank you very much, Master Elvis. Now they talked about giving them land. What? How do you explain it? Because these are businessmen. They sell their cow. They own their money. The government of the day don't even care about the people. People in Abia State are even looking for a way to get loan to do their farm work. Loan, not free. But Fulani herdsmen are coming and demanding for free land, free medicine, free feed from the government for the indigenous people.
My sister, I will start by saying that those Fulanis are right on what they are saying. Someone may be asking, what is this man trying to say this morning? Why I'm saying this is that a lot of things that has happened in our land is this. We better support them so that they continue to, when it happens, when it starts, everybody will receive the pain. Now, the government of the zoo has given the 160 billion. Then why would the places with billions before they could build out the solid land, a place that they could not feel? They left it for many years. The land has been there empty. So let Fulanis come, they got the money that they are hiding to pay salaries. They should use it to support these very people. So that's what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, because our people left the land. And do you agree with him that because our people left the land, when we know that Biafra land was actually landlocked, we know about the economy blockade, that people staying here, it's very difficult for to, you know, run it. The reason people have to run for our life, after, just like you see so many people running out of Nigeria, out of the country, we were all looking for survival because we were. What kind of business will you start there that you? Okay, just go to Ariaria. Look at the business going on there. Look at the road to Ariaria and everything. So why would people run away to look for survival? People out there, people in diaspora, travel out just to get money and feed the ones at home. So is it really the fault of our people that we were looking for greener pasture because our land was landlocked? Economic blockade was used against us.
Well, the truth of the matter is that a pooper and a wizard at the same time. They have gone over there in the north. Okay, the other time, I think about 6 to 7 years ago, when we just talked about tagging the House of Fulani people we have in Owerri, they went immediately. It didn't even take them up to a month. They brought out relation of the investment that is there, that as of then is 45 trillion, mainly Kaduna, Kano, and Plateau State. They brought it out. So look at the investment of your people. But if you calculate the investment in the investment of all the Hausa people in the whole of Southeast, is not up to 10 million. Did you see the gap? So now our people, when you